Hey Busters, welcome back to another capsule toy video. So today we'll be opening up the, if I recall, it was the Akategani, right? From, I guess, the, as always, the Ikimono Daizukan Kani02, or the Crab 2 series of the Ikimono Daizukan, the, I guess, the Living Organism Encyclopedia. So for those who don't know, these are 500 yen a pop, and unlike before, they used to come with like the display capsule types, but this time they came in white capsules, so it's a bit harder to snipe these. But yeah, these released the second week of May, so here it is. So they no longer do like the Shinbun, the newspaper, but here is the lineup. So we have, sorry Busters, let me just focus here. Oops, let me just get this quickly in focus. So this time there's only 4 in the lineup. We have the Taka Ashigani, Takaashi, the long leg, I guess it's just the high or long leg crab. I think it's called the spider leg crab in English. We got this one, the Akagetani, yellow color. Although they say yellow, it's actually really more blackish red. And then we have the Akagetani red, which is the one I'm going to show off today. And we got the Sube Sube Manjuu Gani, real color type. So I made a video on this already, so this time it's just a slightly more realistic coloring. Honestly, the only real difference I saw was the shell is just like a darker brown. They didn't really put that much more detailing or textures to it, like example for the rare. It's not a rare type, so I think that's why, as compared to say the girdled lizard. Just want to get the point out. Yeah, so let's get into it. So this time, capsules here, it is much smaller, and this time it is in a little baggie. So let's release our little crab out and see what we got. So here we have it. Not bad at all. It seems, oh okay, that's pretty nice. It's not bad. It's very similar to the Sube Sube, you know, in terms of size. The legs seem similar too, but the body has a nice heft that's quite solid. Just from the top, I don't like this happy face line. Kind of bugs me. It just looks really fake. I would much rather, like, on one hand, it is like, as you can see, it's not indented, it's grooved. So, and then having that black line on it is not bad, but it just looks kind of fake. So I wish they didn't have that, or maybe they made it more of a, I guess, a gradient colored, you know, just like paint apps, instead of like a digital line. But yeah, the claw wise are quite nice. So this is painted red here, and yeah, so I can't tell if usually these mouthpieces, yeah, so they are, I think, on separate little joints, maybe, yeah. So as you can see, we can slide these out a bit. So they are movable to an extent to show off the creepy little mouth in here. The eyes should be on ball joints, although I don't know if you really need to move them much. Interesting enough, I can't quite move these. So they're quite in hard, so I don't think the eyes are movable. Oh, no, yeah, they are. So they are movable here. So they are movable. So clearly it is just a little bit harder to move compared to normal. So hold on, Busters. Sorry about that. So, but yeah, this eye is locked in a bit more. So probably because just the paint apps, it's just lodged in a bit. Yeah, there we go. God, it is really stiff though. So we have bits of that. But yeah, there we have it. In terms of articulation, so this time it's on, there you go, like hinge type. So it goes up and down, and then inside seems to be a ball joint. I think it's kind of hard to tell if it's a ball joint or not. So I wonder how they put this together. Are you able to like take it apart, or well, at least the legs here seem to maybe possibly another hinge. So all these are hinge types. You can get the legs out like so if you wanted like a banquet type. You know, like when you're doing the Japanese banquet. space. So that really bugs me. I really don't like that. I think the black one, because it's although it's yellow colored, it's black here. If you click on the link below in the description, it'll give you a quick picture of it. So I think that one looks nicer, but this one looks nice too. And the claws open so much. I do like the detailing on the claw this time. So like the paint apps here is nice. The claw here is actually like flat, which is kind of weird. I guess that's how it's supposed to be. I guess they don't really have sharp pincers here. But the legs here have nice detailing. Like it's just bumpy, but nice and smooth here, so that's nice. And here on the bottom, funny enough, is nicely painted with some nice detailing. So like some nice wash type detailing here. You know? And a nice gradient here, and that's pretty much it for this guy. There's not much else to say for these small crabs, you know. In terms of leg strength, they are nice, so I think it should have enough. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see if I put these guys up. I wonder if it has enough strength to like hold itself up. I mean, when angled properly, like so maybe. So yeah, it does have enough strength to hold itself up. Oh, of course, maybe you just have the legs, arms down a bit, support it. But yeah, in terms of size, here he is with a generic Digimon card. This time it's Agumon. Don't have a memory gauge currently. What is it? So this is just a normal playing card, poker size, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering size, generic. I think it was 8.8 by 6.6 if I recall. So yeah, I guess if you collapse all the legs up like so, if you just have him like, if I make him as compact as possible, like I'm shipping him up to eat, he will fit quite nice snugly in one of these. Height wise, definitely smaller, so that's more like what, 4 centimeters, maybe 5. Definitely quite flat if I spread out the legs. He's definitely a lot flatter, or if I don't have them, or have the legs, sorry, have the legs more angled downwards, like so. But yeah, quite a small guy, just spread the legs out a bit. And for other size comparisons, since we're doing crabs, okay, so clearly, so the legs can rotate here and here, so maybe not ball joint, but maybe a peg type. It's kind of hard to tell, so I guess leg-wise you can rotate them this way. Yeah, okay, so based on the movement here, it should be a ball type, but it's really hard to see in here, so Buster's, sorry Buster, it's quite hard to see, but I think it's ball type, but just to be safe, I wouldn't recommend pushing it too hard, or if you have to, just slowly wiggle it around, just to ensure you don't like pop or break anything is best, like that. Almost like a spider. So if we compare him to in the same line, this is however from the second set, the Sube, the Manju one. I would say these guys are of similar size. Definitely this one has the bigger shell, and overall this one's slightly bigger, but this one's got the bigger legs, so just gives it a bit more of a unique look. They do look nice together, although like that, and the bottom, and then if we were comparing him to in the same set, the second one, the I honestly can't remember what this one's called, but this one's definitely bigger, as you can see. So you can see it's quite a bit bigger. I wouldn't say 50% bigger, but definitely a lot bigger. Even size-wise down here. So this was from the second set of crabs. Put them down. And if we compare him with from the very first crabs released, the shy face crab or something, I can't remember what it's called. So like that. Size-wise, yes, this is still smaller, but almost, because this guy is actually kind of like hollow. This guy is actually feels heavier, so definitely smaller, but definitely feels heavier. And to be honest, this guy is more plasticky with I mean, there is paint apps, but it looks really fake. Definitely nice paint apps in here, right? But just the way like it's done, and with so much plastic, it looks really fake. This one, like with the nice shading here and the arms and the nice texture on the legs, it makes it look more realistic, say for this part. So I'm pretty sure like the black one would look even better. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So there you have it, Busters. That's pretty much it for this guy. It is a very simple little figure. I might have forgotten it, but these are 500 yen a pop, so definitely a nice one. So this here is the Akate Gani, or I think it was just called the red clawed crab. Although I googled the name obviously to figure it out. Although the realistic one is more like dark colored, where it's more dark and then reddish here, which is actually more of the second one. So I think this might be like one of the rare colored ones in real life. I mean, not the capsule. This capsule set does not have any rares. Maybe it's more like slightly rare colored types, or it could just be like the color when it's boiled when you eat it. But yeah, from pictures I've seen, this might actually be almost like life-sized. Like it was kind of like the size like on their palm, the palm. So yeah, overall this guy's pretty nice. For 500 yen, if you're fans of crabs, definitely get it. I don't have the black one, so I can't say for sure, but just from looking at pictures and from, from I guess the history of these lines, I would probably say the black one is probably nicer, just so you can get rid of this line. And they're pretty good with the gradient coloring, so I think with the black one, which looks a bit more realistic, might be the better one. However, if you can't get the black one like me, this one is definitely good. So I definitely do like this guy. It's definitely nice adding it to your collection. I'd say for 500 yen, as always, these from anything from this series is always a win. You can't go wrong with anything from these in this series. Not crab specifically, but just the Ikimono Daizukan series. This line is amazing. If you guys are watching this video, you probably already seen my other videos. You've seen the quality on these guys. It's amazing. So like their attention to detail, just not leaving this as a solid mass. You can have movable parts for just just for the heck of it. It's great. But yeah, definitely recommend it. However, I think specifically for this crab, the Akate Gani crab, the red claw crab, Reveltech might have released like a bigger version of this. So if you wanted a more realistic, bigger version, you do have an option for that. However, Reveltech, if I recall, their animals were really expensive, like $40. So this thing is like an eighth of the price. So although with shipping and stuff might be a bit more, but yeah, definitely recommend this guy if you can get your hands on it and like crabs. If you don't like crabs, then I guess I don't recommend it, However, if you want just like a light display piece or something, I would say get it. So pretty much fans of crabs, obviously. Not fans of crabs, can't recommend it. People that are on the fence about like, you don't really care, you just want something kind of fun or something to play with, for $5, 500 yen, this is definitely worth the price, especially now that the Japanese yen is really weak. It's cheaper to get these now than ever, so definitely say pick it up. What is it? Definitely, especially I know some people who buy these online, it's a random. You can't choose which crab you get, it's random. I think this one is definitely a good set to start collecting crabs in, as in the set you either get this one, the Sube Sube, which on its own is quite cute, or the long leg spider crab, which is the real, I guess, the main highlight of this series, which I do have a video on, so if you're interested in that, please check it out. But yeah, definitely recommend this guy, and yeah, got nothing bad to say about it. I mean, the only bad thing I've mentioned nonstop is this line, but honestly, it's not too terrible. But yeah, Busters, that's about it. If there's anything I missed or went over too quickly, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get back to you on that. And hopefully this video will help you decide whether you wanted to pick this up or not, because I do know, like, for the most part, Capsule toys, when they do the promotional pictures, they don't show too much, and sometimes it's kind of misleading, as they show you like the best prototype they have with almost hand-painted quality, whereas the mass-produced stuff is slightly different. So, but yeah, so hopefully this review helped, shed some light on anything you guys had about it. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciate it, and hope to see you again on my next capsule toy video. As always, this is Buster-kun here, off to find some lemon drops.